So let's discuss why Super Saiyan 4 slash, well, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta slash GT overall will be the 3rd year anniversary. Firstly, GT needs it, right? We see here, newest characters are the ones that have 14 stars on top. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Omega. Given Omega's not terrible if they change his restrictions on the Dragon Ball thing to what Dragon Ball Super Frieza has, where it stacks while he's in, he gets to come in, then he gets to stack or gets the damage inflicted. They just change that, he'd be really good. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, mediocre. He just needs better stats. He has a lot of blast, and that's it. It's like a shitty trademark Wall Street, or Walmart, not Wall Street, version of LF Gohan. He does blast, but they do nothing, while LF Gohan destroys everything. And then we keep going. The next thing we got was, ironically, these are in order in my power level, was the Super Saiyan 4s. Not full power Goku, but just Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, just needs a little bit of update to his kit, all that jazz, just like every other unit typically. Just need a little update. And Vegeta Glass Cannon. He doesn't hit badly, actually. He's probably the hardest hitter out of these 4. But obviously, you know, needs a little more than just hitting hard. So what they need, this is what I expect. As you see in the thumbnail, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I do expect this because, well, okay, I know the games don't necessarily tie in together, right? Legends got LF Rose announced, while Fighters got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, while Dokkan got basically an adventure system announced. So I don't really think they coincide, and if they do, it is by accident. We know that by now. But hear me out. Fighters, like I just said, got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the only time, okay, think logically with me here. The only time Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or a fusion can drop is one of 2 ways. A movie for them comes out, or it's the anniversary of their movie, same concept, or it's anniversary of the game. Because they're so hype. Now GT only has such limited amounts of hype compared to Super and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. That's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, could they wait till 4th year anniversary to go with the 4 theme, Super Saiyan 4, drop a new Super Saiyan 4? Sure. They shouldn't, they won't, for 2 reasons. This is a dead tag, and when they're gonna buff a tag, they extremely buff it. So, GT last year was really dead. Again, then we got Baby, who made it busted, and these Super Saiyan 4s made it really busted. And we already had Sin, Super 17, all them that helped on bench, you know. But GT was a viable team. Now, GT hadn't fully fallen off by 3rd anniversary. It was really low, but it was still usable with the Super Saiyan 4s and Baby. Then they helped it a little bit with Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku and Omega. Not really a lot considering Vegito Blue existed, and you were kind of hard pressed to run 2 reds because of Rage Trunks, and then you needed to run a green, so it was like Vegeta, Omega, Goku, and it just didn't bode well for you because you couldn't run Super Saiyan 4 Goku purple because Rage Trunks just took 0 damage. You couldn't do much. So what the end goal of what they do is buff a full tag at one time. You saw LOE just got 2 Zenkais. Funny enough, the next EX Zenkai, whenever that is, should be 3rd form Frieza. Because, well, firstly, he was next in order from 1st form. Then we didn't get a 2nd form one. Then we got a 3rd form Purple Frieza story event. So he should be next. But they buffed with Cooler, they buffed with Yellow Frieza, EX 1st form, LF Frieza is anticipated / already kind of confirmed with that little video they had up. So what they do is they buff these tags in a big way when they buff them. Even Future's getting more love, doesn't need it. And I wouldn't expect a repeat of Future versus GT. I would expect a full-on GT themed thing. Now, one banner could be, and going off the top of my head here, and excuse me for clicking real quick. One banner could be Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, a different version where he actually does the Dragon Fist and the animation, just like this Kid Goku does Dragon Fist in his animation against Super 17, but when Goku does it against Ice Shenron and he's blind, with a Nova on the banner. Then another one could be like a transforming base GT Vegeta to Super Saiyan 4 with Omega or Sin transforming to Omega, a Nova Shenron, a Duo, Nova and Ice Shenron, anything like that, because we are getting a little bit more Duo units, but just I think it's hard to implement them, especially because they even said it takes months to implement and create these new cards. And if you hear background noise, I apologize. And then the LF would be obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on both banners. I do not think we'd get a double LF for Anniversary, given we did get one for Gogeta and Broly. And to go back on my point earlier, I said there's two ways: a movie celebration, and or, well, Anniversary is the only way we get like hype shit. While Gogeta Blue, spoiler, not even all his attacks are used in his animations, so we did get a hype Gogeta Blue. We're gonna get another one. You know it. He's gonna be 10 times better than the one we have now. And this one's gonna Zenkai one day, probably sooner than a lot of people anticipate. So you got Z Power, I'd recommend it because he's underwhelming, and underwhelming units get Zenkais. But yeah, that's why I think GT is coming. It correlates with fighters. GT need the buff. The Anniversary would make sense to be GT related because we just went through a bunch of End of Z shit. We're going into Super. Funny enough, we're skipping over GT because in the main timeline you consider GT to be post Z, so like it's not canon, but you would consider it post Z. You wouldn't think it's Z Super GT, even though sequentially it would make sense. You wouldn't think that. So overall, it just makes sense, and shit, maybe even a Maju. That would make sense too. I'm looking at the image, and yeah, that can make sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. I do think this will come, and whoever made this, I didn't see. I just saw an image of it floating around. Good shit. It looks really clean. Hopefully it comes true. I'll see you guys in the next one.